Just a second. Okay.
Yep, the recording. Off you go.
Robin Hood's confusion. Fade in, exterior Sherwood Forest day. Robin Hood and his merry men are out and about hunting game and looking out for the Sheriff Nottingham and his henchmen. Along with Robin are Little John and Will Scarlett, plus about 10 other men.
Hey ho, men! Let's go get some game to feed our folk in Sherwood.
Aye, Robin. Over yonder, I spotted some fatted deer, which will go a long way in feeding our hungry.
Let's be away then and hunt these deer.
Robin, Little John, and Will Scarlett, followed by 10 of Robin's men, ride in the direction pointed out by Little John in pursuit of game. As they turn a hedgerow, Robin's horse loses his footing and tumbles, throwing Robin off his saddle and into the hedgerow.
Will, stop! Robin's been thrown.
Oh my goodness, everyone stop.
All the men come to halt and dismount. They all gather around Robin, who is unconscious but seems to be in one piece. Will, who has declared himself Sherwood's physician, examines Robin.
Well, lads, nothing is broken, thankfully. You four gather some gorse and branches and make a stretcher.
Aye, men. Lay him out. Make him as comfortable as possible.
Little John and the rest of the men lay out Robin carefully and try to make him as comfortable as possible. Soon the stretcher is readied.
All right, men, carefully put Robin on the stretcher and we shall take him back to camp.
Robin is carefully placed on the makeshift stretcher and taken back to camp. Robin is laid out in one of the tents and nursed by some of the ladies in the camp.
I wish I were as well attended to when Robin got the better of me at the stream yonder.
You're a brute of a man, and no woman in her right mind would come near you.
I'm a kind and gentle man. The Lord in his infinite wisdom has given me this face and body that defies the gentleness. Oh, to be dainty.
Dainty,
At this point, Friar Tuck walks in to see Robin's condition.
What is this talk of dainty?
Good friar, will you say a prayer to make Little John dainty?
If I could do that, then the stream yonder would be flowing with wine. Nay, that miracle is not in my prayer pouch.
More's the shame, friar.
So how goes our patient? Any improvement on his condition?
No change, friar. I will inform you should a change be noted.
You're a good physician, Will. Take really good care of Robin.
As if my life depended upon it.
Next morning, Robin starts to stir, and his stirring wakes up Will Scarlett.
Robin, are you awake?
Huh? Where am I?
You're in camp.
Camp? What camp?
Our camp in Sherwood Forest.
Where?
Sherwood Forest, that's where we live.
How terribly disgusting. Why would one want to live in a forest?
This is where we are safe. It is from here we said about plotting the downfall of King John.
King who? Where am I?
We're in Sherwood Forest, not far from Nottingham in England.
England? What on earth am I doing in England? I'm from Switzerland.
I'm confused. Why do you think you're from Austria?
No, not Austria, Switzerland. Do pay attention. That is where I live.
Just one moment. I need some help. I'm very confused.
Will Scarlett rushes out to get Little John and Friar Tuck. Moments later, all three enter Robin's camp.
Who are these two strange-looking people?
This is Little John, and this here is Friar Tuck.
Good to meet you, I think.
Robin, don't you know me?
No, I've never laid eyes on you before.
Will, what's going on?
I have no idea.
This is the devil's work. Mark my words.
Oh, Friar, the devil has nothing to do with this. Or if he did, he himself would become an angel.
Good point, Will.
You're more than welcome to use it in your sermons.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Robin, what's happened?
How should I know? One moment I was in my hamlet in Switzerland, and now I am in England.
This is witchcraft.
Nonsense, Friar. He's just a little confused. He'll be getting back to his normal self once we go on our morning raid.
Raid? What raid?
Don't you remember, Robin? We're going to rob the Sheriff of Nottingham's gold shipment.
I am not a thief. I am an assassin. And who's Robin?
You.
My name is William. William Tell. I don't know who this Robin you talk of is.
It's you. Believe me, it's you.
It's okay, John. Give Robin William some time. I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Mark my words, there is some evil going on here.
So, will you accompany us on the raid later today?
I don't want to hang around here all day.
Will you be all right with your longbow? Your condition hasn't affected your accuracy.
What's a longbow? My weapon of choice is a crossbow.
Oh, not sure if we have some crossbows in our arsenal. Let me check.
Will Scarlett quick goes to the arsenal to check on the availability of a crossbow.
Crossbow? You don't even like crossbows. You always said they were for wimps.
I don't know the term wimp, but it can't be good.
No, it is not. Now tell me, Robin, do you feel bewitched?
Not particularly. How would I even know?
Well, do you have a funny taste in your mouth? Do you have any protrusions that weren't there before?
Oh, will you stop with the protrusions? He doesn't even know where the hell he is.
At that moment, Will Scarlett returns with a crossbow and some shortened arrows.
I found a crossbow and some arrows for it, Robin. Sorry, William. Are you sure you can shoot one of these?
Yes, of course I am sure. I am a marksman. I can knock off a goose's feather at 300 yards, a flying one at that.
Can you demonstrate? I just want to make sure the bump on your head hasn't affected your marksmanship.
That's the sign. Witchcraft, I tell you.
Oh, stop with the witchcraft. He simply fell off his horse. He got a bump on his head.
Oh, yeah, right then. But there could have been a troll hanging around unbeknownst to you that gave him the evil eye.
There was no troll, no witch, and no devil.
I would have to agree with Little John. In my professional opinion, he has lost his mind.
What? Where did you learn medicine again?
At a very distinguished establishment called the Old School of Medicine in Sleaford.
Sleaford? That's the pits of the universe.
Did you know the finest physician in England went there?
Who?
Abraham of Aragon. He specializes in eyes.
Never heard of him. So what is your solution for Robin's ailment?
Well, I would recommend exorcism.
Nobody asked you.
In my expert opinion, I would need to do a close examination of his blood, his urine, stools, paying specific attention to his complexion, and a little bit of bloodletting followed by a course of leeches.
Phooey. He's just a little confused, that's all.
Take it or leave it. That's my expert opinion.
Listen, there is nothing wrong with me. Seriously, I feel great. There's no need for all that stuff you just said. I would like some target practice, please.
Fine. How would you like to practice?
Well, the friar has an interesting haircut.
How dare you? This is the accepted hairstyle for all the monks from the Abbotshire Friary.
Oh, that may be so, but it does lend itself well to having an apple perched upon it.
See, I told you, he's under a spell.
Robin, William, whoever you think you are, what is it that you're trying to do?
Well, I'd like to put an apple on top of the friar's head, then shoot it from over there. A full 100 yards, then do it again 10 further times.
Not bloody likely.
Oh, sounds really good. It will prove you can fire a crossbow.
Don't worry, Friar, I'm a dead shot.
I'm sure you are. It's the dead bit that worries me. Little John, back me up here.
The look on the friar's face is likely to be priceless.
So you want to see this friar poke full of holes, huh? Okay, then. Have at it, Robin, or whatever you call yourself.
Now that's the spirit, friar. A little bit of faith.
So it is settled. Let's get on with it. If you'd like to stand here, I'll go over there.
Friar Tuck stands quite rigid. Will puts an apple on his head. Robin then paces at 100 yards and moves into position, turns and faces the friar.
Are you ready, Friar?
As ready as I will ever be. Little John, I leave you my cross and all my worldly belongings to you and to Will.
Not much then, but thank you for your consideration.
Much appreciated, but not necessary.
Friar Tuck closes his eyes, clasps his hands together in a motion to show he's praying. Robin takes aim, holds the position for a few seconds, then fires. The shot splits the apple into 2 pieces.
Great shot, Robin.
It's William. Do you guys not get it?
Where did you learn to do that? It looks like you've been doing it for years.
Oh, the first time I did it, when that rat Gessler forced me to shoot an apple off my son's head. Never forgave him for that. I got my own back by assassinating that rat soon afterward.
How is he doing this, Will?
I have no idea. What an amazing trick. Or could it really be witchcraft?
Maybe. Friar Tuck was right.
So how many more?
10 more. Just relax. Little John, another apple, please.
Robin, or is it William, with his crossbow splits in half another 10 apples without touching a hair on Friar Tuck's head.
Are we done?
Yes, Friar. Your cooperation was most welcome. Are you convinced I am who I say I am?
Just a minor request.
And what would that be?
Could you shoot 1 apple from Friar Tuck's head using a longbow?
That would put the good friar's life in jeopardy.
All right, then. How about I place the apple on top of this barrel?
Won't make a difference. I won't even come close.
Now, Robin, you are a deadly with the longbow. Can't you remember?
You will not let it go. I am William Tell. Didn't I just prove it?
Humor me. Take a shot.
Robin makes ready the longbow, places the arrow into the bow, pulls back and lets loose. He misses the apple by quite a distance and lands on a tree beyond the other side of the tent.
It's unbelievable.
Where's Robin?
Told you so. So give me back the crossbow and let's go hunting. By the way, what is our motto?
That's easy. We steal from the rich and give to the poor.
Ha! What a chump!
I beg your pardon. Do you not agree with that?
It sounds way too generous. Sure, I'll give it to the poor, but take care of your own first.
You smug.
Perhaps, but I can't help anyone if I don't care for myself.
There is some truth in that.
No time to discuss. We need to get going to intercept the Sheriff of Nottingham's gold shipment.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why are we going to steal this gold?
Oh, well, we're not stealing it. We're reclaiming it for all the stealing that he has done with his accomplice, Guy Gisborne, on behalf of King John.
We're going to use it to pay the ransom for our true king, King Richard.
You know, where I come from, we never negotiate with kidnappers. Our philosophy is to root them out and slay them.
That may be true for your lot, but we don't have an army and all we want is our King Richard back.
What has King John done to create such ire?
He's a jerk. He has taxed the country so much the good people of England are suffering.
What's the tax rate?
He set it at 90%, but it was reduced in the last budget from 95%. So he seems to be listening.
No, Will. Now don't get suckered in. They are bourgeois pigs and deserve to be eliminated.
Gentlemen, gentlemen, such anger. Shall we be off? I am on board with your quest.
I'm getting to like him. He's not such a smug after all.
Let's be off. The men are ready.
Robin, Little John, and Will Scarlett together with 12 other men start to ride towards the ambush point where they are going to meet another 10 men. Friar Tuck remains behind. A mile from their destination, Robin's horse stops suddenly, spooked by a snake. Robin is thrown to the ground and is knocked out.
Not again.
Right, same drill as yesterday. Good that we brought the stretcher with us.
The remaining men dismount and carefully place Robin on the stretcher.
Put Robin behind that hedgerow. Cover him up to hide him. We'll come back after we've done the ambush.
The men follow Little John's instructions and hide Robin behind the hedgerow.
All right, everybody, take your places. Stay quiet. The gold shipment will be here very soon.
A few minutes later, Will spots the shipment with Guy Gisborne and the Sheriff of Nottingham at the head. In total, there are about 20 men guarding the shipment. Little John points to the shipment and signals the readiness for the attack. A few minutes go by, then...
Okay, let's get them.
Little John and all his men jump the gold shipment. Fighting ensues. After about 20 minutes, Guy Gisborne, the sheriff, and the rest of their men turn and retreat, leaving the gold.
Aha! We win the day.
Yes, a good victory, and we have the gold. Let's see to Robin or whoever he thinks he is.
Will, Little John, and the rest of the men make their way back to the hedgerow where Robin is beginning to stir.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
Your horse was spooked by a snake and threw you, William.
Who's William?
Yeah,
Are you insane? I'm Robin. Robin of Locksley. Forgot me already, Will?
you know who you are.
Of course I do.
Well, I think he's got his memory back.
What are the both of you talking about? And where's my longbow?
Little John gives Robin his longbow and a quiver full of arrows.
You asked for a crossbow. You said it was your preferred weapon of choice.
Has everyone gone mad?
You had a fall a couple of days ago. After that, you kept saying that you were William Tell.
That your weapon of choice was a crossbow.
Was I any good with it?
You scared the pants off of Friar Tuck shooting 11 apples off his head. I have not seen him that frightened.
So I was good with the crossbow, eh? How was I with the longbow?
Absolutely awful.
Anybody got an apple?
I do.
Okay, Will. Stand about 100 yards away. I'll see if my longbow skills are back.
Oh, Robin, does it have to be me?
Get a backbone, Will. Robin is back.
Oh, all right, give me a decent barrel if things don't quite pan out.
Have some faith. Friar Tuck did.
That's his job. Let's get on with it.
That's the spirit.
Will paces out 100 yards, turns to face Robin, then places an apple on his head, then closes his eyes.
Ready?
Here we go. I hope you said your prayers. Just joshing with you.
Robin takes his longbow, places the arrow into the bow, pulls back, aims, and shoots. The arrow splits the apple into two.
Is it over? I heard an arrow.
Yes, and you're still here.
He's back.
Okay, let's get back to camp. Why are we here anyway?
Well, we just relieved the Sheriff of Nottingham of his gold. It increases our stash for the ransom for King Richard.
Good job, Little John. Let's get back to camp and celebrate.
Robin, Little John, Will, Scarlett, and the rest of the men make their way back to camp, gold in hand. Fade out. The end.